Hello, my name is Ruben Barrera, and just wanted to take a moment here to introduce myself. I know you requested some information regarding BNI, what it is, how it works, and so I thought the best way to introduce BNI to you was to give you a little bit about me and my journey with BNI, so it made a little bit more sense, and you could identify some maybe key areas that you can resonate with or relate to as well. So I actually own and operate two small businesses here in the Cal Allen area. I've been in business for over 14 years, and you know, my business model was providing technology services both at a high level, working with enterprise companies, as well as developing new and innovative technologies for those guys. And then also working in the small business market where we provide custom solutions, to meet our customers' needs, in their business, whether it be working with hardware or working with, servers, software, software as a service, like online, helping companies really kind of pick and match the things that will help their businesses grow and succeed. So over the years, we didn't do any type of advertising, to be honest. I can't even remember a time that we even did commercials or anything like that. It was just really word of mouth. And about 70% or more of our business was actually in markets outside of Corpus Christi. So, we were doing business with clients in Dallas and Austin. And as time went on, I felt just that strong need inside to get more involved with my community here, to centralize a lot of our business here in the Corpus Christi area. Interestingly enough, we had a much smaller pool of clients here in this area. So I knew one of my jobs was basically I'm going to have to go out there, get familiar with people, really reach out and just connect with people. And when this journey started for me, it started at the end of 2019. And during that time, we all know something surfaced that would change the entire landscape of the world, but also the way that we did business. And so, I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but COVID happened. And so during that time, I realized, man, this is just not the best time for me to try to enter a new market. When things are closing, when I can't even meet with people. And so, I really struggled with finding a way that I could connect with potential business owners to offer my services. And so I heard about this thing called BNI. And, many people in my industry, in the technology industry, had mentioned BNI and they had good things to say about it. And me, I'm a real big skeptic of doing anything new. I'm a big believer in proof is in the pudding. I need to see it working before I get involved in it. And at that time, I knew, I needed to do something. So I reached out, talked with some folks who were interested in starting a chapter, in BNI. And so during that discussion, things I really was able to hit it off. I was able to connect with some people that, did care about the success of my business, were interested in helping me grow my business. And really, we're looking at building a team at that time of people that could help each other out. So needless to say, when I joined BNI, we became the first chapter in this area to launch completely online, which at that time was unheard of. BNI was just great about pivoting in a way that, we just didn't know how we would have the tools or ability to launch a chapter. And so they provided that. During that time, I know BNI is a organization where everybody was meeting in person, having their meetings and so on. And so they just quickly were able to leverage technology and put that in front of us with a plan on how we could continue to conduct business using, online version of it. So they really provided me tools where I was able to not only build a successful chapter that I was part of, but also keep my pipeline for sales, for meetings, to keep that moving in a positive direction. And, during that time, people's businesses were closing, they were struggling, but this little chapter that I was part of was able to navigate through COVID, working together, marketing together, passing referrals together. And so, what really resonated with me as a small business owner, or those of you listening who are business professionals, um, was that I wasn't alone, that I had a group of people that truly cared about the success of my business. And that's just, BNI, it instills that. When you join BNI, there's a lot of information out there on what BNI is. And until you go to a meeting, until you meet the people, you can't really paint a clear picture of what BNI is. There's so many facets in BNI. And, I've been very blessed that, this program that, this, whatever you want to call it, this ecosystem of business owners and professionals connecting together and helping each other. It's been around for 36 years now. So, I mean, that alone for me was like, hey, if I'm going to do anything, number one, my time is so important to me. I juggle a lot. I need something that is respective of my time. I need something that's going to help my business grow. And most importantly, I need accountability, not just for me, but also the people that I'm involved with in this chapter. And accountability was really the biggest thing for me. I was part of the local chambers here, which I'm still part of. I was part of other like networking and mixer groups, prior to 2020. And one thing I noticed about all those groups was, you join them, you're there, and really what your goal is to look for business. But it's just kind of a fleeting thing, in and out. Everybody's there. Maybe they're, talking a little bit, some business is happening, but I noticed that, my time, I didn't feel was being utilized the way that I had hoped. I didn't see the results the way that I had hoped. And so that accountability component really just kind of resonated with me inside BNI. When you join BNI, they go through giving you access to what they call the MSP. So it's basically a success process. They're going to teach it to you. It's really simple. It's nothing crazy. It doesn't take up months of your time. I think it's just a few hours that you can kind of chalk out and say, hey, here's a couple hours. I'm going to get that done. And it explained to me, a lot of how this is supposed to work. And once I utilized it, I started to see the power of BNI. Not only was I able for people to get to know who I was as a business owner, to enter a market that I didn't have a strong foothold in, to keep my business moving in the right direction. Not only was I able to do that, I was also able to build a system of community with people, and that matters to me with both my time, my resources, as well as, how I want to be perceived in the community. Those were things that I didn't know how I was going to get there. And so once I sat with my BNI chapter members, I could see that we were all there for the same reason. We all wanted to succeed. We were all willing to put time in and work with each other. And we knew that the time we were putting in with each other, that the other members were doing the exact same thing. And so I started to see it flourish quickly. I started to see my name popping up everywhere on Facebook, social media. I started to get more conversations happening because my members were referring me to other members. So those conversations were starting, those seeds were being planted. And if I could fast forward to today, 2020, and going through all that and launching the chapter in the end of 2020, that means I've had about a full year of BNI. And in this area, prior to BNI, people maybe, have heard of me. Most didn't. But now when I go out there, my face is recognizable. People know who I am, and my members have helped solidify trust in the community, saying, I trust the work that Ruben does. He's someone that you can work with. I recommend him. And if I recommend him and she recommends me and they recommend me to others and my name keeps popping up, it quickly builds that trust. So other people are willing to say, you know what, I'm gonna reach out to that person and see if maybe they can go ahead and help me with something. And that really transformed my business. Being out there, letting people know who I am, that's just the first part, right? They say the key to success is showing up. And I have a team of people that are continuing to show up for me and say, hey, this is someone I recommend. So we could go on about the ability of BNI, the power of BNI, all the features, all the benefits, all that stuff. And I think those are important. So please don't misunderstand me. But I know if you have doubt, questions, or just really want to know what BNI does, I wanted to share my story as a business owner and how it's impacted, BNI has impacted my business. And, I feel so much more confident and comfortable in this market. I feel like I've always got a team of people that are going to be there for me. When I go to my meetings, it's just we're all on the same page. We're all looking at achieving the same results. And to me, there's really nothing else in this area out there. Believe me when I say I've explored all the options, because I was looking for something that I could really put my time into, lean into, and see something that would return a benefit to me. Because that's why we're all here, right? We want to see our businesses grow in one way or another, or the businesses that we represent, our sales, maybe our sales pipeline or marketing pipeline, really working on getting those areas up in our business. And so, BNI filled that gap for me. I know I'm just one story about BNI. I know I'm just one person, giving you my perspective on it. But if you were to ask me, Ruben, has BNI impacted your business, or has it done, something where your business has really kind of moving in the right direction? And I would say it checked every single box off for me. And so if you're thinking about BNI, if your time is important to you, your resources are important to you, you want to be more recognized in the community, then yeah, this is exactly for you. So we can definitely go into the details and all that. But what I would like to do, just you know, uh, to present the information properly, I'd rather have you guys hear it from the person who helped me make my decisions, and that's Mr. Steve Black. He's done an amazing job of getting these teams together. He's such a great mentor in regards to BNI and pointing you in the right direction and really just giving you those answers short and sweet. And so I'm going to encourage you, if you are interested in continuing this conversation, if BNI sounds like it's something for you, feel free to shoot me an email. We can talk about more questions you have. So you can see exactly what it looks like, or you can join us for a Discover BNI call. That's going to be happening on January 4th. And so I will be sending along the details for that meeting. So you can register, and that way you can have this conversation with Steve the way that I did, and he can help answer, questions you may have. And at the same time, I want to let you know that I'm very excited about Cal Allen and what's in store for our future. Um, if I could say one more thing, I know this has been a long testimonial, but you know, I'm here to be very transparent with you guys, and sometimes that takes a little bit longer. But if I were to say one thing, as a testament to BNI, I don't think there's one business owner, business professional out there that I see that cannot benefit from BNI. And I believe in it so much that in my community here in Cal Allen, we didn't have a chapter, and we will now. And my goal is to be both a resource and a person driving that into our community here in Cal Allen. We need business owners and professionals to be organized, to be working together, so we can have a much bigger voice in this Northwest Corpus Christi and Calallen area. We have so much growth in this area. So many amazing businesses are coming. So many homes are being built. This is really a place where things are about to go boom in a good way. And so I think it's important that small business owners have something like BNI where they can work together. I have nothing against national chains. I think they're all welcome, but small businesses, to me, really define the quality of life for the people that are here. And they give us choices and opportunities. And so we definitely need to have a strong presence in the small business community. So if you are interested and you believe the way I believe, as far as we need a voice, we need organization, we need to get together, then maybe BNI is something for you here in the Calallen area. So feel free to reach out to me, and hopefully we'll get an opportunity to chat more. I really, really, truly appreciate your time. And I look forward to getting the opportunity to meet you and learn more about you. Take care.